Yo, what is good? What is good? What is good? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? All right, y'all know what's about to go down. You know what's about to go down. Y'all see what's at the top right here. I'm Mastery Academy, so I already know I'm about to get mad hate for this video, right? I'm gonna have people sitting here in the comments talking about, oh, you don't really trade. Oh, you just want to recruit. Oh, don't listen to him, guys. He just wants to sign people up and make money off you, bro. Look, I don't care who signs up. I don't care. I'm literally showing you the other side of I Am Academy because most of y'all just hear about people wanting to recruit people into I Am Academy. I don't care about that. You're talking to someone who has absolutely zero, not a zilch people recruited under him, right? And I'm going to show you exactly how I use one of the products in I Am Academy. This is really the only product that I use when it comes to trading Forex. Now, when it comes to crypto, right? That's the only reason that I'm really in I Am Academy right now, right? I've been in I Am Academy for almost 2 years now. I took a couple of months off because I had the same mindset as a lot of people, right? I had the same mindset. I was, I wasn't really making money like that. Not even about to lie to you. I'm gonna be completely transparent. I wasn't making money like that, you know. I'd make money from time to time, but then I'd end up blowing an account, and for me, I was sitting there and I was literally upset because I'm like, bro, I've been putting all this money into I Am Academy, and I've pretty much spent more money for I Am Academy than I've made. And it didn't make sense to me how there were other people out here talking about how much they're winning, and seeing them actually thriving using I Am Academy and using the products at their disposal. And I'm sitting here blowing accounts week after week, month after month. It didn't make sense to me. So I had to take a look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, what's the problem? What's the problem right now? You feel me? Like, is it me? Is it me? Like, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. So I had to take a look in the mirror and I had to take accountability for the losses that I was taking in the market. I had to take accountability for the accounts that I was blowing, because yes, I Am Academy helps you learn how to trade, right? They have, people that will call out trade signals as well. And we have to understand that, you're not going to win every single trade. Even the 6, 7, 8, 9-figure traders, they still lose from time to time. But the thing is, they understand their trading plan. They understand the rules and they stick to them. They understand the risk management and they stick to it. They are disciplined by sticking to their plans. So I had to take, a look in the mirror, and I had to be like, okay, well, it's clearly not I Am Academy that's, telling me how much to risk on my account. It's clearly not I Am Academy that's blowing my accounts. It's clearly not I Am Academy that's, that's just sitting here and failing. Because if I Am Academy wasn't successful, if I Am Academy didn't do what they said that they would do, if I Am Academy didn't provide the resources and consistently profitable resources, I Am Academy would not be around. Look at all of the other trading academies that have popped up in the past 5 years. How many of them are still around today? Just think about that. Think about that. And to put it in perspective, think about this. If a restaurant, right? If you see a new restaurant pop up, like for me in my hometown, when I see a new restaurant pop up, man, there's a lot of restaurants that don't last that long. And why is that? Because they don't have the results. They don't get the business that they need, right? They don't have those consistent results. They don't have that consistent income. They don't have the results, man. So when I sit here and tell you, like, I Am Academy actually works, but the reason that people fail when it comes to this is because they don't listen and they think they know everything, and they get greedy and they sit there and over leverage and they don't stick to their plan. They think they can get rich quick. I'm literally telling y'all, man, I was literally the same exact way. I was the same exact way, right? I was literally the same exact way. So when it comes to I Am Academy, man, this actually works. So I really just wanted to show y'all the other side. I wanted to show y'all the other side of things, and not show you, not sit here and be like, hey, you need to sign up. Hey, this is going to change your life. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to recruit anybody. You're literally talking to someone who has absolutely zero people under him, but you're also talking to someone who has been through the ups and downs, who has, been through the losses, been through the blown accounts. And you're talking to someone who's learned from his mistakes. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I've always been transparent with everybody, with everything that I've done when it comes to I Am Academy. So I really want to show y'all the trading side, because all y'all hear about is the recruiting side. And all I hear about when I hear about recruiting and I Am Academy is negativity. That's it. Oh, they just want to pop ranks to make money, blah, blah, blah. They don't really trade. Yeah, look, man. So I'm going to show y'all exactly how people make money in the I Am Academy. Okay, now this is just one of the strategies, right, that I use. Typically, this is the main one that I use. I really don't use anything else when it comes to trading Forex. This strategy is called Colors, and it was created by Dr. Raphael Spiller, also known as Doc Spills the GOAT. You feel me? And this has absolutely changed not only the way that I look at trading, but my account size, my portfolio. Because let me tell you, when I tell you that this thing works, oh my goodness, this thing works. And you want to know the crazy thing about colors? You want to know how simple colors is? You simply line up the colors and you take the trade. What? No way. Yes, you line up the colors and you take the trade. Now, when I say that, look, you've got, okay, you look at these candles. You've got green, you've got yellow, and you've got red. But we're really only going to pay attention to two colors, green and red. Because you even see, if you look, even these yellow candles, they have green outlines, they have red outlines, right? So we're really going to pay attention to green and red. Now, what does that mean? Green equals buy, and red equals sell. Oh my goodness. Green equals buy, and red equals sell. So if you line up the colors and they're all green, you're going to take your trade for a buy. If you line up the colors and they're all red, you're going to take your trade for a sell. It is that simple. Tavis, no way. It can't be that. It is that simple. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, right? Exactly what I mean. So let me go ahead and pull up a pair real quick, just to give y'all an example. Oh my goodness, and gold is just doing its thing. Oh my goodness, yo. I've personally been in gold since it was down here at 1820. And it's at 1905 right now. The high for that is 1913. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. That's y'all don't even understand, bro. Y'all have no idea. That's roughly like 970 pips. Simply by lining up the colors. But let me show y'all. Because y'all, I don't think y'all believe me. Y'all don't believe me. Okay? Because when the number one rule when it comes to colors is no box, no trade. Right? No box, no trade. So we're gonna click into this. Let me do this real quick. All right, cool. So the number one rule is no box, no trade, right? So you see right here, let me look at this. Boom, you got a green box. You got a green box right there, right? So because we have a green box, what are we looking for? We're looking for the colors to line up and for them to all be green. We're looking for the colors to line up and for them to all be green. And once those colors line up, what does green mean? Buy. So once those colors line up, we're taking our trade for a buy. Point blank, period. End of story. Okay. So we see price comes down here. And let me find a little trend line real quick. So we see price comes into here. All right, price comes into there, into this green box, and then it comes out of this green box, right? Comes out of this green box, okay? So now that we see that, When we see it coming out of this green box, we're looking for the colors to line up and for them to all be green. Okay, so we're going to click out of here. And you see we have these other sections right here. Let me zoom out so this can populate. Awesome. So see this, and when we look at these candles, right, you obviously, some of these candles have green outlines, some of these candles have red outlines. You know, if you zoom in here, you have, you know, a red candle with a green outline, you have a green candle with a red outline, right? We want them to be solid candles because we want to take the highest probability trades. Okay, we want to take the highest probability trades. So now that we see it coming out of a green box, we wait for all of the colors to line up, right? We want all of our colors to line up. Okay, so now we look and we wait and we wait. Nope, still hasn't lined up. Now we see, okay, look, we have a green candle, we have this green line right here. Then we come down to our second section. We have all of these green. Now this second section is divided into 3 parts. We have this top section, we have this middle section, which are the dots, and then we have the bottom section, right? We want all of this to be green, okay? So all of this is green, cool. But then we look here, this line right here was still red, right? But then we come to this fourth section, it was green. But because this line here was still red, we're not taking the trade. We're still waiting. We're being patient because we're snipers, right? We're snipers. So we wait, and now we see it. So let me get a vertical line right here. Boom. And I'm gonna put a black line. I'm gonna make it nice and thick so it's easy to see. So we have a green candle with a green outline and a green trend line. Then we come down to our second section. It is all green and lined up. We come down to our third section. It's all green. And we come down to our fourth section. It is also green. So look at that. We take it for a buy. And I'm going to put a horizontal line right here. So once this candle closed and you saw the colors lined up, you would take the trade. So that would have been our entry point. You would have taken that trade for a buy. And look at that. You would have gotten in at 1808 and it's currently at 1905. Right? So roughly that's about 970 pips right there. You would have been about 970 pips in profit on gold. That's a bag. That is a bag. At literally the lowest lot size, right, for a broker, which is, 0.01, you would have made about 97 bucks at a 0.01 for most brokers, at least the broker that I use, right? Some brokers have different lot sizes and whatnot and different values, but for the broker that I use, you would have been I would have personally been up $97, right, from just the lowest lot size, taking that entry. That's simply just lining up the colors, right? And now what you can do, every time those colors line up, can be another entry, right? So for example, if we keep looking here, right? We keep looking, we wait for those colors to line up. Look at this. Look at this. Green candle. Let me delete this so y'all can see. All right, look at this. Green candle with a green outline. You have your green trend line. Come down to the second section. All of these sections are green. Fourth section, it's green. Fifth section, I can't count. All right, green candle, green outline is green, trend line is green, this second section is all green, this third section is green, and this fourth section is green, right? So you would have taken your entry once this candle closed right there. So that could have been a second entry. Boom, second entry. And you keep going. Look, wait for your colors to line up. right here. Got a green candle with a green outline, the green trend line. Second section, all these colors are green. Third section, this line is green. Fourth section, this volume bar is green. So you could take another entry at the close of this candle. It's another entry, right? Keep going. Keep going. Look, boom. Green candle, green outline, green trend line. Shoop. Second section, this lines up all green. Third section, this lines up green. Fourth section, this also lines up green. So boom, this could have been another entry, right? So you potentially could have taken 3 entries. This is just on the 4-hour time frame. This is just a 4-hour time frame. You can literally do this on any time frame. And all 3 of these entries would have been in profit. Sheesh. Stop playing. Stop playing. Right? So I really want to break this down and show you exactly how I use colors, right? How I'm able to use this product and really maximize my profits, really grow my portfolio, maximize my pips, right? On a weekly basis. Okay, so typically when it comes down to this, right, you want to start on the 4-hour or the daily time frame. I know a lot of people, they like to make their money quick and in a hurry, so they like to look on the smaller time frames, but we want to get the bigger picture. So personally, I like to look on the 4-hour or the daily time frame to get the bigger picture, to see really what price is doing, right? So the first thing comes first. I'm going to zoom into this chart. This is what we want to do, okay? This is what we want to do. First off, we want to find a trinity, okay? Now, you're probably like, okay, what is a trinity? A trinity is when you find 3 things, right? You want to find 3 things when it comes to a trinity. You want to find a box, right? So you've got your box right here. Then you want to find a swing arrow, which looks like this. And you want to find an EC, which is just an engulfing candle. And we've got your EC. So you've got 3 things, which is your trinity. Your trinity is a box, a swing arrow, and an engulfing candle. All right. So now you've got these 3 things. Okay. So now that you've got these 3 things, what a trinity tells you is the directional bias. So a trinity tells you what direction your trade is going to be going. So a trinity tells you where the momentum of your trade is, or where the momentum of your pair is. So we see we have a green box, a green swing arrow, and a green engulfing candle. So what did we talk about before? Green equals buy and red equals sell. So since we see these colors are all green, we know that our momentum and our price is most likely potentially going to push up, right? So we're going to be looking for buy opportunities. Okay, so now that we see our trinity, okay, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're going to take it one step further, and we're going to use our triangle offense, right? We're going to use our triangle offense. What's the triangle offense? Well, let me tell you. You see these shapes right here, triangles. You got a green triangle. You got a red triangle. You got a green triangle. You got a red triangle. You got a green triangle, right? What these triangles indicate is the trend. So when you see a green triangle, you know that it's in an uptrend. When you see a red triangle, you know that it's in a downtrend. Green triangle, uptrend. Red triangle, downtrend. Green triangle, uptrend. Right? So like I said, when it comes to colors, we want to line the colors up. So if we have a green trinity, what are we looking for now? Your most recent green triangle. Okay, so I'm going to put a vertical line in our most recent green triangle. Looking for our most recent green triangle, which will be right here. Most recent green triangle, okay? Now that I have that line there, we want to drop down time frames and scale in just to get a better entry, okay? Just to get a better entry. Now, what you could do, you could stay on this time frame and you can wait. If you'd like, you can wait for those colors to match up. You can wait for the colors to line up and take the trade. But if you want to get in a little bit earlier, and maximize your risk to reward, right? You want to drop down time frames. Now, there is a little trick to when it comes to dropping down time frames, okay? So when I'm on the daily time frame, when I drop down, I want to drop down to the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So, and when I'm on the daily time frame, you want to drop down to the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So when I'm on the 4 hour time frame, which I'm currently on, I'm on the 4 hour time frame. You want to drop down to the 30-minute time frame. So I'm going to click right here, drop down to this 30-minute time frame. Okay, we're going to drop down to this 30-minute time frame. Let me reset this real quick. Cool. And this is where our black line is. Okay, so now that we drop down to our 30-minute time frame, we find our line, our black line. This indicates where the 4-hour trend started, because what we want to do is we want to trade with our trend. We don't want to trade against the trend. We want to trade with our trend, right? Excuse me. So now that we find our trend and we drop down to our lower time frame, now we want to find our matching triangle, our matching color triangle that matches our trinity, right? So our trinity, we had a green trinity, right? So now, since we drop down to the lower time frame and we trade with the trend, we want to find a green triangle, which you see here. Boom. You want to find the green triangle. And now once you find that green triangle, you want to line up the colors. Simple as that. So let's come on, man. All right, there we go. Delete these little things right quick. All right, cool. So we found our green triangle. Now we want to line up the colors. And as you see here, we have got, let me zoom in. We've got a green triangle with a green outline. Our trend line is also green. We come down to our second section, right? Our second section, remember, has 3 parts. So we want all of those to line up. We see all of these line up and they are all green. So we come down to our third section. This is also green. And we come down to our fourth section, which is also green. So then what do? Take the trade. Take the trade. So you wait for that candle to close, you take the trade. Boom. If you're taking that entry, you would have gotten in at 1802. 1802. And if you see here, let's look where it's at. Let's look where it's at, bro. Let's look where it's at, bro. Sheesh. Look, you're either taking that all the way up here. All the way up here. It's at 1906 right now. It's at 1906 right now. Oh my goodness. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. That's over 1,000 pips. You would have caught over 1,000 pips just by lining up the colors. Now, what this strategy is called, it's called T squared equals B, which just means the trinity times the triangle offense equals blue. Because if you use this, you're gonna be blues all day long. All day long. All day long. Right? So let me pull up another one. Let's pull up another one, right? Let's go GBP AUD, right? Let's go GBP AUD. And we're gonna zoom out. All right, so let's see here. Let's see here. Look, I told y'all, I'm going to show y'all how this actually works. I'm not sitting here trying to recruit anybody. I just want to show y'all the other side of things and how people are really out here making money using these products and using these strategies, man. Because I feel like not a lot of people sit here and really show y'all how it works, right? So, GBP AUD. Let's look here. First, what's the first step to find our trinity, right? Our first step is to find our trinity, and our trinity consists of a swing arrow, We've got our red box. And we've got our EC. Okay. So now that we've got that, we find our red triangle to indicate that trend. Red triangle. Make that line nice and thick so you're able to see it easily. Okay. So we got our red triangle and we're on the 4-hour time frame. So remember I said with a 4-hour time frame, we drop down to our 30-minute time frame. So we're going to drop down to the 30-minute. Zoom out. Right. Cool, 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 cool. All right. So we dropped down to our 30-minute. This is where our 4-hour trend started. So now we drop down to our 30-minute. We find our red triangle and we wait for the colors to line up. We wait for our colors to line up and let's see. Ooh, 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 ooh. And we're still waiting. Now see, there may be some people that would have taken this trade right here because they would have been like, oh, it's a red, it's a red candle and there's a red trend line and the second section, it's all red. Third section is red. Fourth section is red. But look, let me zoom in, right? If you look, yes, it's a red triangle, but it's outlined in green, right? We want a solid color. We want it to be a red candle with a red outline. So we're still going to keep looking. And we wait. Boom. Right here. This is where all your colors lined up. You've got a red trend line. You've got a red candle with a red outline. The second section is all red. Third section is red. Fourth section is red. So once that candle closed, what would you have done? Because it's red, you would have taken it for a sell because red equals sell as soon as that candle closed. And look at that. Sheesh. Minimal drawdown. You would have went roughly 5 pips into drawdown and then boom. And it sank. And now let's measure how big that move was. Let's measure this. Let's see. You would have caught 140 pips. 140 pips. And I want to see how you would have caught 140 pips in one day. I don't know about y'all, but I'd be completely happy catching 140 pips in a day. Completely happy catching 140 pips in a day. Sheesh. So that just goes to show you, man, the power of this. The power of this. Don't sit here and tell me, oh, they don't really trade, they don't make money. And I'm literally showing y'all how this works. Right? Let's even look. I'm gonna go to a smaller time frame. So let's go to our 30-minute. Let's go to our 30-minute. Okay. See if we can find something. All right, cool. Beautiful. So we are on AUDJPY right now. First step is to find our trinity, right? So we find our swing arrow. We've also got our box. And we've got our engulfing candle. So we've got our trinity, right? We've got our trinity. So now because we have our trinity, now what do? We put our line, our vertical line at the most recent red triangle because we had a red trinity. Boom. Right there, right? And now, so we know on the daily we drop down to the hour time frame. We know on the 4-hour time frame, we drop down to the 30-minute time frame. For the hour time frame, we're dropping down to the 15-minute time frame. For the 30-minute time frame, we drop down to the 5-minute time frame. Okay, drop down to the 5 minutes. So let's zoom out. All right. So we set our black line right here. And we line up the colors. We line up our colors. Okay, so this is where our 30-minute trend started. And first we want to find our red triangle that happens. And then we want the colors to line up. So we wait, we wait. We have our red triangle right here, right? Waiting for the colors, we're still waiting. Another red triangle right here, waiting for the colors to line up, waiting for the colors to line up. Boom, so our colors lined up right here. Colors lined up right here. You see here, you have a red trend line, a red a red candle with a red outline. Our second section is all red. Third section is red, and fourth section is red. So you could have taken this trade. Whoops. That's a potential entry right there. Right there. Okay. And as you see here, obviously it was in a bit of drawdown, but that's okay because this is where we use our proper risk management. See, the thing is, the reason a lot of people lose trades is because they over leverage. So when their account goes into drawdown, their account can't handle that lot size because they over leverage, right? And then a lot of people, they're like, oh, that's too much, so they end up closing out. And you see, yes, it was in drawdown. It was in drawdown. Look, still came up, still was in drawdown, still was in drawdown, and it kind of just played around that area, right? So this is the lowest that it hit so far, right? At roughly we'll say 82.10. This is the lowest that it hit. So let's put a horizontal line right here. I'm gonna make this let's make this purple. Okay. So that's the lowest that it hit. So potentially, if you would have just been patient, you would have held on to that trade. Right? If you would have been patient. Let's measure this. So from here, roughly all the way to over here. All the way to over here. You'd have caught 63 pips, and that's in about 4 days. I don't know about y'all, but I would be completely satisfied with catching 60 pips, over 60 pips in 4 days, off of one trade. That's the 30-minute. Y'all don't believe me though. Y'all still think that this don't work though. Y'all still think that this don't work though. So let me drop it down even further. Okay, let's drop it down even further. All right. We're going to drop it down even further. We're going to go down to our 15-minute time frame. Yes, sir. Let's go USD JPY. I like the way USD JPY usually sets up. All right. So first thing is first, for USD JPY, we want to find our Trinity. We want to find our Trinity. Okay. So, there we go. Zoom out. All right. So let's find our Trinity. So look at that. Boom. We have our red box. I know it's an ugly looking circle, oval, ghost looking thing, but we got our red box. We've got our swing arrow. And right now it doesn't look like our engulfing candle comes out until here, which is perfectly fine. Engulfing candle comes out right here. So we've got our EC. Cool beans. And now that we have our Trinity, it is a red Trinity. So now we're looking for a red triangle right? Our most recent red triangle. So look at that. Boom. We find our red triangle. So remember, just to recap, our daily time frame, if we're analyzing on our daily time frame, for our entry, we drop down to our 1 hour. If we're analyzing on our 4-hour time frame, for our entry, we drop down to our 30-minute. If we're analyzing on our 1 hour time frame, for our entry, we drop down to the 15-minute. If we're analyzing on our 30-minute time frame, we drop down to the 5-minute time frame for our entry. But here we are analyzing on our 15-minute time frame. So now what do? We drop down to our 1-minute time frame. We drop down to our 1-minute time frame. And look, I'm gonna put this line down here because this is the low that it hit. This is the low so far. So we'll drop down to our 1-minute time frame. Let's zoom out. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Sweet. Oh man. Dang, that's okay. That's okay. So that's roughly about where it was at. I accidentally moved that our low, but that's okay. See, this is crazy. See, I really don't like trading on smaller time frames. I like catching those nice big moves, man. But that's the good thing about this. You can use this on any time frame. On any time frame. So we have our line right here. So this is where our 15-minute trend started. We drop down to the 1-minute. Oh, come on. We drop down to the 1-minute. And now we find a red triangle and we wait for our colors to line up. And we wait for our colors to line up. All right. So, excuse me. We wait for our colors to line up. So, because you're on a smaller time frame, right? Yes, it would be nice for this second section right here. The second section, yes, we would want all the colors to line up for all 3 of these sections in this second section. But because it's a smaller time frame, right? Essentially, you really only need to have the bottom section and the middle section, which are these dots, to line up. So the bottom section and the dots, if they are both red and everything else is red, then we have a potential entry. Okay. So, and I'll make another video really, explaining this second section, but it's very, very simple. It actually makes it a lot easier. This really just indicates your trends. But anyways, so we see here, boom, red triangle, and then look, you've got, I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So if you got a red triangle, yep, you got a red triangle. Then you have a red candle with a red outline. You come down to this second section and you see this bottom half and the dot is red. And because we're on a smaller time frame, that's okay. Right? If you are below the 4-hour time frame, right, that is when you really just only need to, if you are below the 30-minute time frame or below, then that's when the bottom section and the dots need to match up. If anything higher, so the 1 hour, the 4 hour, or the daily, for the second section, we want to see all the colors line up, right? Now, obviously, for the lower time frames, highest probability trade, it'd be nice to have all the colors line up. But, once I make this other video explaining the second section, it'll all make a lot more sense on why we do it this way, right? But potentially, you've got that. Our third section is red, and our fourth section is also red. Let me do this. There we go. So, as you can see, our fourth section is red as well. So this could have been a potential entry. All right, could have been a potential entry. Sheesh. And now let's see. Let's see. Where did that sink to? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now let's measure this. Let's measure this. Cause at most you would have went, and remember this, we're analyzing this on the 15-minute, just taking our entry on the 1 minute. You would have went about 3 pips in a drawdown. Look at that. You would have caught about 65 pips. Who would have been happy with 65 pips? This is analyzing on the 15-minute time frame. You can use this on any time frame. This is just one of the strategies within colors, right? There's multiple ones. There's even ones for HFX, which I'm going to make other videos showing y'all how to maximize on growing your HFX account, because colors has changed the game. And not only that, right? A lot of people talk a lot about, you know, oh, they just use a bunch of indicators and they don't really help you learn how to trade. When it comes to colors, when you really break this down, it really helps you learn how to trade and how to look at the markets and how to analyze certain pairs. Like, I knew how to trade before colors was even a thing. And ever since I started using colors, like, my trading has gone to a completely different level, because now it's really helped me look at the market and see what's really going on, and really how to analyze it and what to look for. When it comes to colors, colors is price action trading, right? Colors is based on price action trading. So for any price action traders out there, colors is absolutely insane. And once you start to use it, you'll be like, oh my gosh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, okay, I see why he did that. And it's just insane. So for anyone that sits there and says the IM Academy does not teach you how to trade, yo, this is going to put all of these haters to rest, all of these naysayers to rest, right? For anyone that's sitting there saying, oh, well, you know, these Forex traders, right? Where did y'all go? Y'all aren't, you know, you guys aren't talking as much as y'all did. Yo, we don't need to talk. We don't need to talk. Because this is what we're doing. I'm showing y'all, man. Because I don't know, for anyone that's been following me, yo, y'all know me. I was sitting here posting everything. I'm like, look at this win. I'm clearing trades. Look at this win. You feel me? I was posting everything. And now, for a while, I've just been silent. I've just been grinding and putting in the work, right? Just because you're not posting all of your moves doesn't mean you're not making them. You feel me? But look at that, man. Off the 15-minute time frame, you could have caught 65 pips, potentially. So, on that note, right, I just really wanted to break down and show y'all and get y'all a little glimpse into, you know, how we're able to really utilize these products and really maximize what we have at our disposal, right? So, until next time, man, y'all already know what this is. If y'all don't, you will soon enough, man. But thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for taking the time to plug in and really just, you know, hopefully y'all took notes on this. Hopefully, you know, this will really open your eyes and show y'all what y'all have at y'all disposal, man. What y'all really have, because this is like nothing else. Like, our parents didn't have this. Our grandparents didn't have this, man. So for anyone to sit there and act like they can't make money, or sit there and complain that, you know, oh, well, these people make so much money. And if you're really sick of where you're at, ask yourself, what are you doing to change where you're at in life? You feel me? I'm not going to sit here and say, yo, if you plug into this, right, you're going to be sitting here making 6-7 figures within 2-3 months. I'm not about to sit here and say that, right? There's no income claims over here. There's nothing like that. But I just wanted to give y'all another perspective. I wanted to give y'all the real perspective, the real trading perspective of what really goes into this and how people are really making their money, and why people are sitting out there telling you, yo, you need to join. Like, this is insane. We're not sitting here telling you this to get you to just sign up and to just get residual income. I don't care about that. if there was no residual income involved in getting people to sign up, I would still sit here and be like, yo, let me show you this opportunity. Let me show you what has absolutely changed my life. Let me show you what's been making me money while y'all are sitting there slaving away, unhappy at a job. Let me sit here and show y'all like why I don't care about jobs. Well, I'll sit there and leave a job in a second because because we have this at our disposal. Like, I'm telling y'all, this is life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. So definitely hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. If y'all got any questions, feel free to hit me up and, you know, hit my line. Join the Discord link. I'm gonna put that down in the info section at the bottom. And leave a link to that, so you go ahead and join that. You don't have to pay anything. It's completely free, so don't sit here and think, oh, you know, he's going to make me sign up for courses. Look, I don't care about that. I just want to see everyone win. I want to see everyone, you know, be the best version of themselves, become the best version of themselves, grow those bank accounts, and really escape that 9-to-5 lifestyle. You feel me? So on that note, man, until the next time, I will see y'all. Much love. I hope y'all have a good one. Let's go. Yes, sir.